for once. Fantastic. Okay. All right. So we'll start with our warm up. Got my timer ready to go. Just 35 seconds for each warm up. And where's the timer? There it is. Make sure this is loud enough for everybody to hear. It should be good. All right. So the first thing you're gonna do a couple of things with a wall. So the first thing we're gonna do is just like this forearm shaped position. You can walk away from it, but you're just getting used to that forearm plank position because we will be utilizing that a bit. And we'll do some marching, some squatting, blah, blah, blah. All right, let's get started. There we go. It's nice and loud, right? Forearm plank against the wall. So you're just holding here, and maybe you do some shoulder shrugs. You can walk further away from the wall. This would make it a little bit more challenging. And if you want, you could even lift up to your hands and go back. It's kind of like, you know, you could play around. After, we're not going to get any real resting in the warm-up, so it's a short warm-up. And we're going to go right to marching after this. So push off the wall and just around your knees and your hips and see what's going on in your knees and your hips and your ankles and your thighs. Whew, it's a lot of cracking. So just marching. You can go faster if you want. I'm not in a hurry. So if you're in a non-air conditioned environment, I would say you really don't need to work as hard to get your heart rate up. So don't worry about going crazy. All right, after this, we just got squats with optional calf raises. So I'm going to do like a chair pose and then maybe a calf raise if you want. Oh, so much ankle cracking today. Every day, really. And if you want, you can come out of your squat and come back in. Calf raise, out and in. Calf raise. Breathing. After this, we're going to get on the floor and do a reverse plank or tabletop position. Okay, ready? You don't have to do it like that, but so reverse tabletop or reverse plank. I wish I knew it was next. Hold on, you stay there. Wall sit is next after that. So we're gonna sit against a wall. I'm sure that was pretty self-explanatory, but so you can bend your legs, of course, if you want to. We'll be doing different positions like this to do tricep push-ups later. So get too worried about it. We're going to come right back to that wall sit. And then after the wall sit, we're going to get right back on the floor again and do a little core exercise called a Russian twist. If you don't know what that is, you will. I'll get down a little early and show you. Just sit against the wall. It's a good place to practice posture, letting your shoulders come back and your arms can dangle. You can sit as low as you want, but just remember, this is your warm-up. So you're warming up. You're not trying to give yourself a huge challenge. Stay there. Russian twists on the floor. A little bit like this. So you're going to go over to one side and then the other. Oh, let me get this. One side and then the other. So you can keep your feet lifted. And you can really twist if you want. Or you can just baby twist, because we're going to do these again later. Doing these again later. And when this little timer goes off, you're going to get right back on your feet again. And you're going to march one more time, this time adding optional hopping if your body's okay with that. Okay. So you can go. You can do little hops. Not, they're kind of like skipping, like you're skipping in place. So it might be something you can do. Low impact is good because it helps your bones stay healthy and keep growing, because your bones are only going to grow if you put a little stress on them. But you don't have to go big. Do ginormous high impact stuff. So now the actual sets. So this week is, we're going to do cardio and strength alternating. And we're going to go back to the, well, we're going to go back to the 45-15 format. Because even if you're in an air-conditioned environment, the fact is that your body still has to work harder throughout the day if you're coming in and out and there's a lot of humidity. So when we do our workouts in the summer, I feel like people tend to work out harder in the summer because, I don't know, they feel like they gotta look good in a bathing suit or whatever, silly stuff like that. But physiologically, we should work out a little bit less hard but more frequently, most of us. Okay, so we're gonna do 16 exercises. We're gonna rest after the first 10, so don't worry, don't do all 16 in a row. The first one is going to be marching or stepping up. And every time you step up or march, you're going to come up, you're going to do it with alternating legs. So make sure every time you step up, it's with a different leg. Okay? You can do that fast. You can do it slow. You can do it without a chair. Then we'll do calf raises. I'm going to do mine standing on my blocks so my heels hang off, which you can do on your chair, by the way. Mountain climbers, then we'll do some tricep push-ups, some squatting, and then things are going to kind of repeat with little variations. And then after that, we take a break and we do a core and tricep burnout round. Burnout sounds bad, but it's good. Okay, we're going to get started. So we're stepping up. So again, you can do this really slow. You step up with a different leg each time. You only have 2 legs, so it's easy to keep up on, or you could do it fast. Maybe you can go a little faster if you want. We're going to do this again. So when we do this again and we repeat it on part B, that might be where you decide that you need to do it differently. Again, I know that I'm working out in a pretty stifling room, so I'm not going to go too crazy. And now I can't determine left from right anymore. Happens. Okay, 15-second rest, and we have calf raises. Gonna calf raise on these. You don't have to have your heels hanging off, but you can do it on stairs or blocks of the chair. Here we go. You're welcome to use something for balance if you need to. Always can put your hand on something. So it is nice and slow into the last 10 seconds. And I'm going to have us pulse. Really try to get your breath back because after this is mountain climbers. You know what's nice about mountain climbers? Is that I put them early. We don't really have to do them again. Well, we sort of do. Sort of pulse, 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 pulse. Get ready for your mountain climbers. You can have your hands on a chair for this, which is what I'm going to do. Again, because there's 16 exercises, so I'm trying to work less hard, but just do a little bit more. Here we go. You can have your hands on the floor if you want. I'm just going to make life a little easier for myself today. All right, so consider what you have going for the rest of your day. Do you have to work? Do you have like some physical stuff you're doing? You know, I got to do a massage later, so I want to have my energy to do that. If you're just laying around like a lump for the rest of the day, maybe work a little harder. I don't know. Keep going. We got 10 seconds. Tricep push-ups on the chair, or you can put your hands on blocks or another piece of furniture. You don't have to have your legs straight when you do this. Oh, happy day. So hands wide as probably going to work better for most of us here, rather than keeping your hands shoulder width apart. You're welcome to straighten out your body. Try not to let your butt dip. So you may have to squeeze your glutes a little bit and use your abs too. We got this. Fantastic. Squat jacks. So we're just going to go squat, open, and close. That's it. Then after that, we have squat pulses. Hold a weight or a creature, small child. So I'm just going to keep my arms here. Now you can bring your feet in closer if you want. But make sure you don't take them too wide, because then that taxes your ankles. And about 15 seconds. You might have to stop and hold your squat. All right, we'll do squat pulses. Feel free to grab an object or nothing at all. Here I go. Squat. Squat with your hips back. Okay. It's a happy fun time. Happy, happy, joy, joy. So as you squat, remember, it's not your knees buckling forward. It's your hips going back and lower and lower. We're almost there. And we have step ups again. This time with your left leg only. Left leg only. So if you're just doing stepping up, you might hop on one leg. Use your breath. You might try to time it, inhaling to step down, exhaling to step up. My left leg is tired. I guess that's the point, isn't it? Okay. And the right leg is next. We can do this. Okay. Ready. Sit and go. Inhale, exhale. Using my nose as much as I can. We get a little break and like an exercise or two. Ready. How's your right leg doing? Okay. All right. Oh geez, mountain climbers with push-up. So you can just march, it's fine. And for every 5 you do, you're gonna do a push-up. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, push-up. Ugh. push-up. A lot of push-ups of different kinds in this workout today. So if you're getting tired already, like I am, it's okay. It's okay. We can do this. 3, 4, 5. And just a few more along Russian twists. Break. Russian twists. You could hold a weight. I'm not going to. So this is, you take your knees over to the left and your chest to the right. Sometimes I do this, I'll pick something up, put it down as far behind me as I can. It makes me twist more, okay? That's the whole point of it. It's not just to pick things up and put them down, although if you're into that, that works too. You can lay back more in this Russian twist if you want. Whew. Oh, we've only got like 5 seconds. We're good. So we're going to take a minute to rest here, and then we'll have just 6 more exercises, and they're all going to be repeats of what we've already done with any variations that you choose. So if you don't have homemade strawberry lemonade, I'm sorry, but I'll make you some upon request. So if there's anything you need to change, like if you know that you don't want to step up on a chair for the second round, or you do want to step up on something else, it would be good. If you want to grab a weight for your squat pulses or anything. Okay, so we're going to get started with stepping up or marching, alternating legs. So not the same legs. I should say not the same foot every time you go up. It'll be a different foot. So again, you're welcome to just do that as marching, or those little skips that we did earlier. It's about as fast as I can make myself go, but if you can go faster and that feels right for you, go ahead. Screw that one up. It's okay. Sometimes thinking is hard. So you can take these off the chair if you want. You guys have 5 seconds. Calf raises are next. Good old calf raises. What we do without those. Feel free to have a little turnout in your feet for this set. You didn't on the first. Good, and then we'll have another set of tricep push-ups. You'll notice that I skipped mountain climbers on this round. Whew, I almost fell. So try to take it slow, especially on the way down. There's a tendency to use momentum to go up and down. Try not to do that if you can help it. Okay, so we're going to pulse now. So that means we go pulse, pulse. So we go halfway down and up really fast. Keep your ankles hugged in, not buckling out. Fantastic. Tricep push-ups on the chair. After that, we have squat jacks. Okay. Okay. Here we go. Tricep push-ups. You can go as slow as you need to. You can do less push-ups and bend more at the elbow. Try not to go more than 90 degrees if you can't tell what you're doing. Then don't worry about it. But 90 degrees will take you pretty low. Try not to dip your hips if your legs are bent or straight. Try not to try to keep your butt from drooping. 10 seconds. See if we can get in a few fast ones. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yay. Squat jacks. And then pulses, and then Russian twists, and then we get a little breaky break. Hooray for us. Hooray for us. Okay, squats. Ready, squat jacks. Remember, you're doing pulses after this. So if squats are giving you grief today for any reason, go easy here and focus more on the pulses. Remember to sit back in your heels. Ten seconds. Pulses. I think I'm going to do these without the weight on this tower round. Okay. All right. So when you squat, let's turn around a bit. You want to have your hips back, but you also want to have your chest angled up a little bit. Take your hands behind your back. Make your genie arms. Whatever works for you. Since this is the last leg exercise we're really doing, let's take the last 15 seconds, maybe a little lower, or add calf raise to it. 10. See, we're almost done with this. We're good. We're gonna make it. Good. Russian twists. Then we get a break, and then just one more little round of excitement. Whatever your word for it is fine. Okay. So you don't have to pick something up and put it behind you, but sometimes it just takes a little bit of the monotony of the exercise away. And the more you twist your knees away from your chest and vice versa, the more you get into some of your obliques, muscles on the side that we tend to forget exist until we do stuff like this. Keep going, we are almost there. Okay, all right. We break for that. Oh, yeah. So much excitement. So the last thing we're doing, I call it a burnout round because it's meant to make you really, your muscles really tired. Hopefully not you too tired. So basically you do as much as you can of one thing for 30 seconds, and then you go right into the next thing for 30, and then right into the next thing. So it's 90 seconds in a row. You're basically just doing push-ups or holds in a position like side plank or forearm plank, but it's a lot. So remember to listen to your respiratory system. If it's out of control and you can barely catch your breath, you need to stop. Okay? And don't worry about how long you stop for. You want to just bring your heart rate down before you start back up again. All right, so the first set here, I'm giving us like 2 more minutes. The first set is tricep push-ups. You can do it anywhere you want, on the floor, on the chair. You can watch and do nothing. But the way I'm going to do them is I'm going to do a push-up on the blocks, and then I'm going to add this L hold for strength. Not saying that you have to do that, but this is what I'm doing for my workout. And I probably won't even be able to do many, so just do your push-ups and don't worry about it. Then right after that, we switch to forearm planks, and I call them walkabouts. So you can forearm plank on the wall like we did earlier, or you could do it on the floor. You're just gonna have your forearm plank, and you're gonna walk your feet to the right, to the center, to the left. So it's 1, 2, back to center, 1, 2, back to center. Super easy. I mean, it's easy mentally, maybe not physically. And then we'll do side plank holds for 15 seconds each arm, okay? And then we take a 1-minute break, and then there's another set of something that we're doing, okay? Here we go. Still got 30 seconds left. So prepare for how you're gonna do your tricep push-ups. Don't worry about the L hold. That's just my crazy thing that I like to do. As soon as it turns 12:29, I'm gonna press start, and you're gonna get your little warning, and then we'll go. There it is, 12:29. Have fun. Tricep push-ups for 30 seconds. So you may choose not to go as deep this time and just do less bend in your arm and get more done. Could leave that one up to you. If you're going for the L hold, remember you have to have your hips behind your hands. Okay, forearm plank. You get 3 seconds. All right, in your forearm plank, so walk to the right 2 steps, back to the center 2 steps, to the left 2 steps. So it's to the right, back to center, left, left, center, center, right, right, center, center, left, left, blah, blah. You get it. You can just on your knees if you want. Then we have side plank holds. Let's do the left side first. Why not? You can do them on your knees, FYI. You can do them with your feet staggered or stacked. Your other arm's doing whatever. I'll tell you when to switch. Okay, switch. We get a little break. Not too shabby. Is that okay? We're gonna do another set. Take a break. So it's gonna be wall push-ups. We did quite a bit of these last week, if you were around. So you can do wall push-ups and just stay as far away as you can. You don't want your belly going into the wall, FYI. Okay, or you can do these, which I like a little bit better. Hands wide, and I recommend a little bit of turn in because it's easier to push off the wall, but it's up to you. And if you're tipping over like I am, you're gonna have to move back and go back and forth, or keep your hands glued to the wall. Then we have bicycle. It's an abdominal exercise. It's pretty old school. It's like a crisscross. You can have your legs bent, by the way, when you do this. Crisscross your elbow to knee. And then forearm plank dips. I'll show you how to do those. It's just what we did. Sorry, not forearm plank, side plank dips. Sorry, it's just what we did, but we're dipping our hips to the ground. Okay, get ready for those wall push-ups. Ready, set, go. Again, you can keep your hands glued to the wall, or you can push. I like to do multiple little pushes. I feel like it tires out my arms more, especially when you only have 30 seconds. And you want to keep your core nice and stabilized. So your body should look like a plank of wood, no bending through the center. All right, you've got bicycle. So crisscross. You can keep your other leg on the floor if you want. Like dip it on the floor. And you don't have to have your hands behind your head. I just like to have my arms bent. Only 10 seconds of these. Now we're gonna get in a forearm. I mean, not a forearm, a plank, side plank position. Side plank. If you're on your knees, just dipping your hips. If you're on your feet, you're also dipping your hips. And we switch at 15. So you only have to do a few of these. One more and then switch, okay? Okay. You can be on your knees. That's a totally valid way to do this. Almost there. All right. Guess what? We have one more set of those. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yes, we do. So I'm gonna pick my favorites out of this. If you wanna change something, you can. I'm gonna do tricep push-ups with the L hold. Wall push-ups, and then the plank dips that we just did. So you can come along with me, or you can make up the 3 exercises you do. We're gonna start it though. We're not taking a big rest this time. This is the last set. So I gotta set up my stuff. All right, ready? Last set. Have fun. So whatever you do, make sure you do it well, not fast. When you get tired, the tendency to injure oneself gets much higher. So you really want to make sure you're taking your time to do everything well, carefully. So for me, I'm doing wall push-ups. You can do those forearm plank walkouts, or maybe a whole lot of nothing. So I'm gonna do little pushes so I can get in more. You could do a bunch of little ones with your hands stuck to the wall. After this, I'm getting into a right side plank. So if you're coming along for my adventure, that's what you're doing too. Almost there. Right side plank. Be on your knees. I'm gonna do dips. You can just hold, because we did that too, right? Oy. I'll tell you when to switch. All right, ready, set, switch. Just 2 more of these. Just do 2 more, whatever you're doing. Hooray! Look at us all done and stuff. Hope you're still with me. So if you're sticking around for the stretch, that's what we're doing. We're doing the stretch. Stretchy time. But first, just give yourself a little bit of time to get that breath back into, I don't know, normal might not happen for a few minutes, but just to get down the pulse a little bit. You can sit in a cross-legged or any seated position. We're just gonna move around. So we're gonna try to use these spinal undulations to get our nervous system to start to reset itself into, I don't feel like I'm gonna die mode. Hopefully nobody really felt that way, but sometimes we get a little histrionic in our workouts. I do in my head anyway. All right, so a few more circles. You can reach back with your left arm, bend and stretch over the right side. There we go. And in fact, let's come up to gate pose. So one leg kneeling, one leg extending. Take your hand down the extended leg and reach over. Give yourself a little stretchy stretch. Feel free to turn in the direction of your leg, bend your knee a bit, get a hamstring stretch, and then do the side bend. So, and then we'll switch sides. So reaching it over, trying to keep my knee from buckling the wrong way. So pressing into the floor a little bit, then you can stretch, turn in the direction of that extended leg, and then open. Whew, what's up with my right side today? And then stretch, a little open. Fantastic. All right. You can kneel or not. We're going to do a little forklift stretch for the triceps. So take the right arm, let the left elbow either, it's going to grab, the inner elbow is going to grab the forearm, or maybe it can go all the way up to the bicep area, tricep area. You're just going to pull and stretch, so. And then the other side. Okay. Excellent. Good. Very good. And then maybe stand up and do a little quad stretch. So I'm going to use the wall. I'm going to keep my knees together, and I'm also not going to arch my back because that's just going to give me the illusion of having more flexibility. I'm just going to keep my spine pretty straight. If you're feeling sensation in your quad, great. If it's all in your knee or your ankle, chill out and don't bend it so much. And we'll do the other side. And then same thing on this side. Notice that your quads might feel vastly different. Treat them as though they are different, please. Good. And the last stretch we'll do today is very much a yoga stretch. It's called cow face. I'm going to use a block to protect my ankle. But essentially, you're just going to get on your hands and knees. Keep your right knee in front of you and let your left knee cross back. Some people will never be able to do this without support. It's just, you know, a structural thing. It's not that something's wrong with you. And then maybe I've decided I don't need that. Okay. So for this, I don't need to lean forward to get any more sensation. You guys might have to lean. When I say lean, like stretch forward. Don't do this, okay? Stretch forward. You can pause here if you want to do some extra, like some of you know monkey grip, if you want to do that. I'm just going to stretch out here like that, like so. My right knee is on top. I feel this on my left hip, but you might feel it in other places. And then I'm going to stretch away from my left hip. I'm going to stretch away from the bottom leg. Do another side bend. And you're going to switch legs. So you might have to lean back, release your legs. You can also come forward if your knees will allow for that. And then take the left leg on top. Remember, you don't always have to feel stretching in order to be stretching. Okay? If you want to try to stretch the spine forward, you can. Try to keep your weight back, though, on your sits bones. Try not to lift. If there's any type of stretch you want to do with your arms, you want to go for the monkey grip. I can't do it without something to help, but lean over to your left and then get a bigger stretch on that right side. Oh yeah, that's good. That's good. All right. And then maybe after that, you just kind of pause and chill out and find something that feels good and is easy for you, right? So for some people, it's going to be a forward bend. For some people, they're going to take their hands back and open up their chest a little bit. Either way, I hope you enjoyed your Wednesday workout. So we have one more next week, and then I'm taking the following week off because I don't know if I'll have internet where I am. So better to just not do it. But if I do end up doing a workout, which I probably will, I will record it and post it on my YouTube channel and on my Facebook channel so you can have access. All right. I will say hi to the Moxie. I promise. Bye, everybody. Thanks for coming.